played really, really well, played hard. Coach Carlson's a good friend, and she runs a heck of a program and is a heck of a coach. So great season by them. They gave us everything we could handle in this game, and definitely a credit to them for sure. Really proud of obviously our team finding a way to win. Obviously, we would have liked a little bit more of a buffer there, but it was a tough game. We struggled shooting the ball, which happens at times in tournament play, but we got tough and gritty. I thought Bridget Dunn with career high 15 rebounds, 14 points, 15 rebounds. 14 of those were defensive rebounds, limiting their second chance opportunities was huge for us. And then Katie's just been fighting tooth and nail for 5 years for us, but with a sense of urgency this year. The way she played coming out in the third quarter gave us a big spark. She was struggling to score it a little bit. Game plans against Katie have been really to crowd her and that type of thing, and she handled that well coming out in the third quarter and gave us a big spark offensively. But overall, just happy to be advancing. We know we're going to have to play better on Friday to beat a really tough Ball State team, but we're excited for the opportunity.
Thanks, Coach. We'll turn over the questions to the student athletes.
Yeah, Jacob Sean with Kent Wire. Just Katie, just what was maybe the big difference from that first matchup against Northern Illinois?
I think it was a little harder for us to score, and they were matching up with us a little bit better. And then obviously Bridget and Janae Tyler coming in and having the games that they did made a big difference for us.
And then you mentioned Janae there. Just that second and third quarter, she scored 13 points, and really just, I mean, I sometimes forget she's a freshman, and just the way she was able to play tonight, really under control.
Mm-hmm.
Just from your perspective, just what was going through your mind when she's able to go out there and do that like she was tonight?
You know, it was huge, and just, I mean, she's coming off of, she was out with a concussion. This is her first game back, and for her to be able to come in and do that, I mean, it gives us all the more confidence in her, and we were just trying to get her the ball in her spots and let her go to work because she was really under control and poised.
And then for Bridget, just it seems like any time the team needs a three-pointer, you find a way to put it in there, and you're not afraid to shoot. And just talk about your confidence when it comes to those shots from beyond the arc.
You know, I went through a rough patch in the middle of the season, so seeing him fall again is definitely nice. I know my teammates believe in me, so you know, if it's like a paint touch kick out, I'm gonna shoot it just because that's what we do every day in practice. So just having their belief in me allows me to believe in myself a little more too.
And then what really allows you to just have so much success there when you're grabbing rebounds?
You know, Coach always says rebounding is whoever ends up with it, so it's just a dogfight to get to the ball, and then you just got to grab it, bring it down, chin it. Just, I don't know.
And then really just last one for me for both of you guys. You guys seen Ball State twice. What needs to change for Friday?
We got to put a full game together. I mean, we've shown that we can not only compete with them, but make it our game. But we just got to play 4 quarters and be aggressive and finish better than we did tonight, and we'll be good.
We got to focus on the defensive end too, getting stops, and then offense will come from that.
Yeah, Gabe Kalura, TV2. Bridget, 14 of those 15 rebounds were defensive rebounds, as Coach Starkey alluded to earlier. How crucial was it for you guys to crash the defensive glass today?
You know, our game plan going into it, we talked about rebounding was a big thing. They have the leading rebounder in the MAC, so we made it our goal to, you know, box her out, make sure she didn't get it, and, you know, just grab them ourselves. So that was the mindset.
Anything else for the student athletes? Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you.
Our questions for Coach.
Coach, just from your perspective, what was the difference between that first matchup with Northern and tonight?
Yeah, they hit some shots. I mean, you know, Drake, you got to give her a lot of credit. 5 for 8 from the three-point line. Some of that was we helped her get open some too, so we missed some assignments there. But obviously, our big focus for us was taking, you know, being focused on Brooke Stonebreaker, who was I think he's 14th in the league in scoring and first in rebounding. And I thought we did a really good job defending her, but that also opened up some things for Drake to kind of get loose from the three-point line. It seemed like they hit big threes when they needed them to stay in the game. We had a couple opportunities to get some distance from them. We had a couple crucial turnovers in key possessions that obviously we would have liked to live without. And then we had some over-rotations on the defensive end that led to some open threes for them, and it really kept them in the game and gave them energy. But that's a tough team, you know, and they gave us, like I said, they gave us all we can handle. So we there's some things we can clean up. It was a poor shooting night for us as well, and so we think we'll hopefully get that fixed.
And then just you ended the season there with Toledo and Ball State. Just how would you grade the team's response after dropping those games and with tonight's performance?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, that time we the last 3 games of the year, Buffalo, 4th place team in the league, 2nd place Ball State, 1st place Toledo at their place on senior night. That's a tough lineup to go through, and you know, that can shake your confidence a little bit. You know, when the team's used to winning, and then all of a sudden you get some losses there. So that's a real thing. You know, battling the psychology of that and second guessing yourself. I'm really proud of our team for playing through that. You could see some of that creep into their mind a little bit, which is a normal thing. But I think they did a really good job of responding and really making some tough plays when we needed them.
And then I guess just maybe from the psychological standpoint, is there any challenges that for the coaching staff when you got everybody just waiting around all day to play? It's a little bit different from you have a 6:30 game, but you're sitting here just kind of waiting to play.
There's trade-offs in everything, right? If you get the 11 o'clock game, you're like complaining because we got the first game and we're not going to be ready, or, you know, I mean, they have to do it too, right? So you can focus on that, but we chose not to. We had more of our normal game day for maybe like a 7 o'clock tip that we would normally have. So we felt like we were kind of more on schedule with things. You know, certain thoughts can start creeping into your mind. I mean, that's how it goes with student athletes. But they battled some fears tonight, and they overcame those and found a way to win, and I'm really proud of them for that.
And then if you could just speak on the way Janae was able to play tonight, it seems like every game this has kind of become normal for you guys to what you're expecting out of her.
Yeah, I mean she's been out most of the week, you know, and she got a concussion in the Ball State game, and you know, we don't rush those back. I mean, she maybe could have played earlier, but we just took our time with it, made sure she was good, and she's been good for a few days now and practiced and all that type of thing. But for her to come back after that as a freshman in this atmosphere and just play with the type of, Katie said it, play with the type of composure she didn't get sped up in the post, really took her time and found ways to score, went 7 for 10 from the floor. It was really big for us from a freshman for sure.
And then with about 2.5 minutes left, you guys are up 3. There was a timeout called. I guess just what's the message to the team to just kind of maybe refocus and relock in there for the final minutes of the game?
Yeah, I mean, pretty simple. No room for my bads. My bads got to go. We can't make excuses. You got to treat every shot like a miss, which means we got to box out and rebound. Don't give them second chance points. We got to talk. We got to communicate on a higher level. And then any ball on the floor, 50-50 balls, you got to be first to the floor and win those. Find a way to get it done, and they responded.
And then if you could just talk on Bridget's performance, the way she's able to hit clutch threes throughout the game and then just really control the boards throughout the game.
Yeah, Bridget's been our best defensive rebounder all year. Probably one of the best defensive rebounders in the league. We needed that from her, right? 14 defensive rebounds. That's 14 potential possessions that the other team does not get. And when you're not shooting the ball well, you got to make sure you don't give up second chance, high percentage shots. So really proud of her, and you know, really big reason why we won.
And the same question I asked the players. You've seen Ball State twice. Could a game like this maybe restore that confidence a little bit going into that game, or just what needs to change for that game?
I mean, Ball State's really good, right? We probably need a little bit of help from them. But at the same time, I think our team knows that we're capable, and our message to them is going to be we just got to be better than them for 40 minutes. Katie hit the nail on the head. We have to put a complete game together in the semifinals, and if we're fortunate enough in the final, everybody's good now. The rest of the season, everybody's good. So you have to be playing your best basketball. Everything matters, and and you got to find a way to finish.
Anything else for Coach? Awesome.
I think Jacob got it all.
That was rapid fire. Are you an auctioneer in your spare time? No, not yet. That's pretty good.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Thank you.
Good.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.